In this video, we are going to discuss about some examples of circular motion. Suppose this is the road. First, we'll derive the car on a level circular road. Car So see the level circular road, this one, and car is moving in this way. This is the car. Car is moving in this direction with v velocity, and radius of the road is here. So as the car is turning this curved path, so when something will rotate in a curved path or in a kind of circular path, so some internal the force will work toward the center, and that is known as the centripetal force. So already we derived in the previous video, you can see that what is the expression for the centripetal acceleration. So centripetal force will be mv square by r. Mass m is the mass of the car. So now if I find out the other components of the car, so this is the car, and the mg is working downward direction, r is working upward direction, and this force fs is working in this direction, which will provide the necessary centripetal centripetal force. So from this relation you can find out r minus mg is equal to 0, or r is equal to mg, and fc is equal to mv square by r. There is a friction. So friction is equal to what? Friction is equal to, there is a centripetal force, and you know that the centripetal force must be provided by the force of friction F. So F is friction is equal to mu into R. Mu is the coefficient of friction between the road and the tire of the car. So mu into G. So you can equate both the things. You can write m square by r is equal to mu into m into G. So from here we can find out mm will get cancelled. So v is equal to root over mu G r. So that is the velocity. This much velocity the car can negotiate the flat road, flat rough circular path with a maximum speed, which is given here. And if the speed of the car exceeds the speed given by this relation, then the force of friction is not sufficient to provide the necessary centripetal force required, and the car can negotiate with the car. So hence the car will skid and go off the road. Okay. So next thing we'll study about the need of banking of the road. So what is the meaning called banking? So banking means to, like, how we learned previously, that we have learned that the vehicle cannot remain on the flat circular road if the speed exceeds the speed by v is equal to root over mu gr. So in such case, the force of friction is insufficient to provide the necessary centripetal force. So to overcome this problem, the road is banked, and the outer edge of the road is raised a little above the inner edge. So this is called the banking. That means the road will be like this. Banking of road, and this one will become in this way, in this. Okay. So the car will be in this position here. Car will be here. Now the reaction force will work vertically upward direction. In this way, this is the theta. So we can get r cos theta in this direction and r sin theta in this direction. mg is always work downward direction, mg. And if I consider the friction is working in this direction, in this way, friction, this is theta also. So the friction is also in two component, this is F and so it will become F cos theta, it will become F sin theta. We calculate for both the cases, for friction and for without friction also. So now you will just add the horizontal and vertical components. So first you write down the vertical components, and then we'll discuss. First you write down this component, the horizontal component. So this horizontal component sin theta and r sin theta, and what you have done? Wait just a minute. And this is our cos theta. So mistake. This one is r sin theta, and this one is r cos theta. Because this is theta, so this is the base. So now this r cos theta, r sin theta and f cos theta will provide you the necessary centripetal force. So you can write r sin theta plus f cos theta is equal to mv square by r. And if I resolve that vertical component, from here we can write that mg plus f sin theta is downward direction, mg plus f sin theta is equal to r cos theta. So from here you can find out mg is equal to r cos theta minus f sin theta. Now we divide this one. We divide this 1 divided by 2. So we'll get mb squared by r into mg is equal to r sin theta minus plus f cos theta r cos theta minus f sin theta. Then you can write v square by m into g is equal to, we will get sin theta plus f by r. F by r means what? Mu. F by r means mu, right? And f by r is equal to mu. So dividing both the side with r also. So f by r means cos theta, then cos theta minus f by r means again mu sin theta. Now we'll divide with the tan theta. We divide with the cos theta also. So we'll get tan theta plus mu, and then 1 minus mu tan theta. So v will be tan theta plus mu, then 1 minus mu tan theta to the power half. So now if friction is not there, if no friction in the road, if mu is equal to 0, then what is the velocity? V will be how much? This is 0, this is mu. Sorry, this is not mv, this is actually, this is m is rg, this one is rg. So here is rg will be there also, r into g is there. Okay. So now if the friction is not there, mu is equal to 0, then v is equal to, mu is 0, tan theta will be there, so rg tan theta, and this portion will completely 0, so to the power half. So you can learn two kind of things can come in equation in exam also. They considering the friction and considering the no friction in the road. So if there is no friction, the expression will be like this: v is equal to rg tan theta half, and if friction is there, you will get this one. Now next one, we'll learn about the bending of a cyclist. So what is this bending of a cyclist? Same type of curved road. The cyclist is going in this way, and the cyclist can bend to rotate. So this is the force, mg force. This is the reaction force. We split the reaction force r sin theta, and here is this one is r cos theta, this is theta, and this angle is theta. So question is that when a cyclist negotiates a curve, he bends slightly from his vertical positions. So we find out that how much maximum he can bend, okay, or he can for shape turn. That we find out how much theta we are going to find out. So from the expression you can find out this one, that this r sin theta will provide the centripetal force. So r sin theta is equal to mv square by r, and you all know this one, r cos theta is equal to mg. So we divide r sin theta by r cos theta is equal to mv square by r into 1 by mg. So we'll get v square by r into g. So tan theta is equal to tan theta is equal to square by r into g. So theta is equal to tan inverse of square by r into g. So that is the angle. So it clearly depends upon the velocity at the place and the r of the place, radius of the curve also. So for the shape turn, the theta should be less than this value, okay, and will be small if v is small and r is large. So thus the turning of a cyclist should be at a slow speed along the track of a large radius, okay. So this is the thing, and so thank you very much.